Hello, and welcome to another update video on Ethereum. So here on the Ethereum chart, we start to see a bit of a recovery rally. I mean, we talked about it only I think in yesterday's video, how relevant the signal was that we got from our relative strength index indicator on the 25th of September. I posted on that day oversold on the daily chart, right? That we are here in this region, and that really only happens, I don't know, every 6 months or so. Difficult to get an average there, but roughly 6 months. And so this doesn't happen very often. And typically when Bitcoin and Ethereum are oversold on the daily RSI, I wouldn't necessarily, say that's relevant for all altcoins, yeah. But for Bitcoin, Ethereum, especially when they are not in a bear market, this is usually an important signal. Not necessarily not telling you to buy. That always depends on your trading plan and your strategy and everything. But when I see signals like these, I point them out. Oversold on the daily is interesting. Yeah. Since then, the market has, I mean, from that day, when the low formed, Ethereum has now recovered around about 15 to 16%. This is not bad. This is in line with the bullish thesis I still have. In yesterday's video, we added here together a possible roadmap for that fifth wave to the upside if it unfolds as expected. But another low cannot be ruled out for wave 4. But based on what I see in the chart now, it would be absolutely probable that we break out to the upside. I mean, the price reached our support area. It was oversold on the daily. It was oversold on the 4-hour. It held all levels. Now, I want to take the opportunity here to cover a couple of questions from our member area. Now, I'm showing you here the 200-day moving average. Now, someone asked me yesterday or earlier today in our chat room, what about the possibility of Ethereum reaching the 21-week EMA? Is this still possible? The 21-week EMA is one that I observe closely for Bitcoin, and it's an Elliott wave. It's not Elliott wave. It's a Fibonacci-related EMA. So most people don't use it. Most people use the standard ones like 20, 50. For me, 21, 55, and so on. They are interesting ones to watch. But hey, let's add it to the chart. Let's add it to the chart and see where it actually is. It's very close to the 200-day moving average anyway. Just double checking that I've got it correct. Yeah, EMA, 21-week. Yeah, I mean, this is exactly, and I'm going to change the color here so you see it a little better actually. Why not make it blue? Make it a bit thicker. So 21-week EMA, to answer that question, I mean, why not? We have the 200-day moving average there. We've got the 21-week EMA there. And it's in the support area. I mean, yeah, it's possible anyway. Anything is possible. It's even probable because we don't have a 5-wave move up yet from the low, as you know. But the momentum is up. So we have to then go to the smaller time frame to identify the key levels. But I would say, I mean, until we actually break below the 25th, 26th of September low, there's no sign that, we go down anyway. And there's no invalidation of the immediate upside. So, but yeah, I mean, even if we come down, but I don't find the 21-week. I mean, look, this is it's not relevant for Ethereum really. No, it's not relevant as support. I mean, why would I get the point for Bitcoin? That's why I track it for Bitcoin, because for Bitcoin, the 21-week EMA is actually support. It held nicely and it wasn't broken in recent months, but here, I mean, you see it wasn't even respected in June. Maybe a little bit, but it's still a break. And then, I mean, this year, no respect at all for EMAs. Yeah, I don't know. It's not really the most relevant one here for Ethereum, I think. So, I mean, I don't see the relevance. I mean, I have basically my reasoning for adding the 200-day was just to have another moving average here that could act as support. It's still, one that people watch, but it's not a level that needs to be tested, okay? It's not that it had significant relevance, before. But anyway, what is more relevant is Fibonacci support for our Elliott wave structure. So yeah, if it gets, if it gets another low, then we are still holding $3,374 support. The other question I wanted I wanted to address is on the smaller time frame. But hey, we can leave it on the chart. I'm gonna keep tracking it. Before we do that, feel free to also follow us on X for additional charts and updates. We have a small contest going on. I'd be curious to find out what you guys think could be the next. Could Bitcoin could do in October. So let us know, and you can win a gold membership, 1 month of a free membership if you get a close call, or the closest call will win. You'll find the link in the description and comment section, but also here on X. Not only that, you get a lot of additional updates, including the signal was posted there that Ethereum was oversold on the 25th, 26th, which again then led to a 15% increase. I often say that the daily RSI, when it's oversold, it is something to watch, something to be aware of. So you get additional updates there. Now, the question I received on Discord about this structure to the upside is why I only call this 3 waves up if it already looks like 5. So again, just to highlight here, yep, we could have bottomed. Yeah, this move to the downside looks possibly complete, especially with a break higher. The only way it can really, based on what I see right now, there are probably other ways, but one practical way of still breaking down lower, also to answer the first question again a little bit more, could be a WXYXZ correction, a very speculative correction. Yeah, it's a rare pattern. So I think blue already, on the smaller time frame, I'm tracking the directly bullish pathway in blue. Blue already has gained in probability, but really probabilities for a bull trap, that this is just a bull trap, will only reduce further if I get 5 waves up. And that is, where the question comes in, why isn't this a 5-wave move already? I can already identify 5 waves. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, it's based on FIB extensions and generally what we see in the market. Let's first check. Normally, a 3rd wave should get to the 138% extension. So what people would see, I saw counts like that, 3rd wave here, at the top, Monday top. But it didn't reach the 138% extension, it just didn't. So while that is a valid count, it was not my preference. And I think price behavior now confirms that, because the 5th wave would be very long. If I have it like that, the 5th wave is very long, but normally the 3rd wave is the longest. So again, count is already confirming my initial thesis that we only have 3 waves up, because this is the A wave, the B wave, and the C wave of wave 3. So in the end, it's just 3 waves. And we would need another 4, 5. But again, I will not rule the other one out. It's just kind of at the back of the line. It's not my preferred count. And until we actually start to see a pullback, that question isn't so important, or the other count isn't so important. Also, this would be the first support area anyway to track, So 4,138 to 4,246. But if you want to trade for it, that we already have 5 waves, the invalidation point is the Thursday low, 25th of September. So basically now, a pullback is due. Yesterday I said to you we could get another high in wave C of 3. Now we have done that. And we can use the VRVP volume profile to get some additional resistances. And we have resistance here in the area around 4,470 to 4,520. This spike on the VRVP indicator. So check that one out. Be aware of it. But overall, it's a 3-wave move up, and that hopefully should answer your questions. So hope you enjoyed the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, check out our X channel. But also, if you want to be able to ask questions that I can address in videos, if you want to join the MCO family, feel free to follow our membership or consider our membership. The link is in the comment section as well, with a 50% voucher code for your first month. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.